Story time of my first experience at a Latin club. So last night, my homegirl and I were out, and some people that she knew were at this Latin club. They sent a video of how it looked in there, and we were like, oh, wow, there's a lot of guys in here. It is deep. Is it giving Taco Tuesday? So then we were like, okay, F it, we ball, let's go. So we go, and off rip, you hear Latin music, reggaeton. Like, you hear people laughing, people having a good time outside of the club. So you don't got to pay for parking, don't have to pay to get in there. It's straight, like, vibes, okay? You got people dancing. It's hot. You got 2 people on a mic. You got cameras. You got hookahs. And there were 2 different sides of the club, so people was just lit all over. And you did have to walk through people, but it wasn't given like people were mad about it. It was given like, this is what we do. Like, everybody's having a good time. Who finna get mad because we have to walk through and push through each other? You know what I mean? It was similar to Rum Punch if you ever been to Rum Punch here. So throughout the night, we're at the bar, you know what I'm saying, with her folks. And then the Gemini me is like, I want to go because it's hot and I need to put my jacket somewhere. I want to sit. So I leave. And as I'm walking off, this guy stops me in my path, but he stops me by high-fiving me like this, like, yeah. So after that encounter, I go to my chair. And then as I'm sitting there, the guy ironically walks past me. So when he circles back, I tap him, but I have no idea what I told him. I have no idea. But either way, I ended up telling him, I want to dance. He was like, right now? And I said, yeah. So I grabbed my sub, I give it to my friend, and then I started dancing with him and his friends. And while I was dancing on him, with him, not once did I have a sense of disgust. Not once was I like, oh my God, I don't want to dance with him. I don't want to be on me. I don't want to like twerk on him. Like, I had none of those feelings at all. And him and his friends are so welcoming. One of the friends was a girl and she was vibing with me. We was dancing with each other. There was one point in time I was in between her and my guy, and she was dancing on a guy, and she was raising my arms up and stuff like that, and they was all singing some song in Spanish, and I had no idea what they were saying, but I was just in between, just happy to be there. We all like wiping sweat off each other, getting napkins, making sure we straight, and then getting back into it. They were teaching me salsa and bachata, and it was just great. And then he'll be like, ooh, muy bien, muy bien. Keep in mind, he speaks no English for real. He's from Venezuela. They're all Venezuelan. But he had one guy friend that was our translator. He was working overtime. So thank you, sir. So yeah, throughout the night, everything's cool. Night's over. They invite us to go to an after hours. So we're like, okay, F it, we ball, let's go. We're following behind them. Tell me why this police officer came out of nowhere and literally inserted himself in between me and them. And I'm like, they didn't even do anything. What you pulling folks over for? So off the rip, my friend and I were like, we can't leave them. So we're trying to find somewhere to park so we can still see what's going on to make sure that they're okay. We ended up going to this hill. And beside this hill was a staircase. I run down the staircase and I'm walking aside the freaking highway trying to see where they're at. And then I end up seeing the police lights and everything. So I'm like, okay, we have to move closer. So we move closer and we're at a stoplight. And ironically, we got there just in time to see the police officer let them go right before our light turned green. So after all of that, they end up telling us, okay, we're going to this spot. Like, they not caring about what just happened. Like, hey, we still going here. We'll see you there. So we get there and we just vibe and things like that. My guy takes a minute to get there, but once he gets there, we get the hookah flowing, the drinks flowing, and we're all just still just dancing, and everything is literally a vibe. And I liked how when these 2 girls had approached him and like hugged up on him and stuff, he literally like looked at me. He was like, hey, introduce yourselves to her. You know, like, she's here. And I was like, because I was impressed about it, but I could tell that he wanted to be respectful. And throughout the whole night, as we're talking in Google Translate, he's telling me all these sweet things, and I'm just like, you know, you traumatized by Americans when you think people are lying. It's like, you over here calling me amor, you're angel, you want to respect me, I'm a divine woman. You're saying, I feel we're moving so fast. You make me feel great. You're so amazing. I feel like I'll be great in your life. I'll be a great person in your life. But I want to respect you and I don't want you to see me differently. And I'm just like, are you being for real or are you lying? You running game? Are you playing Latin games with me? But he was so sweet. And his friend was so sweet. They were all just so freaking sweet and welcoming. And they were just having a good time. They wasn't frustrated that we had to use Google Translate and his friend as the translator. Like, we was just vibing, y'all. Can somebody tell me what it's like dating Latin men? I need to know. Do they mean what they say? Or is that their way of running game? I need to know. But yeah, so we have a double date planned with them. And he wants to take me out for the weekend. He's like, you don't got to worry about nothing. I got you. I'm like, okay. Moral of the story, me and Latin clubs go together real bad. You should try it.